morning everyone, we are back at the same spot that we were yesterday for breakfast, and today we were given the VIP treatment, being invited by the operators themselves to actually sit at the same table so that we can have breakfast together with them. Okay, this morning we are having, this is yam cake and this is carrot cake. So lobako, hutauko, we have some lo mai kai, and we are waiting for our rice rolls. Pancham. And there you go.
Có được, đừng che mà đừng che.
Mình che là ai à?
Breakfast at the rice roll stall. We were there a second morning in a row. This time the ladies waved us over to join them at their table. We ate together, chatting between bites. They've been running the stall for about 8 years, and everything here is handmade, no shortcuts. Out back there is actually an old stone mill slowly, grounding fresh rice into batter. So this is the real deal, guys. No shortcuts. Before we left, they gave us some advice about where to eat, and basically they were just trying to help us to avoid all the tourist traps. We finally caved and tried the Luckin coffee. So right after breakfast, we took a little walk to the nearest Luckin coffee, partly out of curiosity and partly because it was, there. And it was good. Not life-changingly good, but solidly good. Next stop, Bruce Lee's ancestral home. We booked a Didi, imagining something grand. Instead, we found a tiny, empty museum. There was literally no one there except us. So we decided to find our way to the actual ancestral home. But what do you know? There's no one there as well, and it was locked. There was a little sign out there, and there was a phone number. We tried calling, but it didn't work. So we walked back to the museum once more, and this time some cleaners arrived. They were super friendly, but they couldn't tell us if and when any of the staff would show up at all. Right at this point, a stroke of luck, a group of 4 showed up, and one of them happened to be Hakka, like me, Jigangin. He tried calling the number that was pasted at the door, and it turned out that the ancestral home was actually closed because the people who were renovating their house next door had dropped some stuff and basically destroyed part of the ancestral home. And so there is a replica now that is sitting at the Bruce Lee Park. So that's what's going to be our next destination. So around the area there were some martial arts schools, and this is one of them. I went in to take a look because there was a statue here, and these 3 ladies who were sitting outside were really cool, and they were just watching us walk up and down, and they said like, go on in and take a look. Our newfound friends offered us a ride to the Bruce Lee Park, and once we arrived, we thanked them and parted ways. Well, the park really was just a place to wander about. I suppose during holiday seasons there may be more people and more shops would be open, but on this day it was rather quiet. So this is the replica of Bruce Lee's ancestral home. The original, as you know, was in the village. It was locked and basically ruined because of the neighbor who was doing some renovation. Kind of a bummer, but at least this one gives you an idea of what it looked like. I was a little sad looking at all the old photos of Bruce Lee, especially those with his family. But I'm glad his legacy lives on and he remains revered all around the world, not just to those who are in the martial art community. The park itself hasn't got much, but it's probably a great place to stroll and just, relax when the weather is good. Apart from the very huge statue of Bruce Lee, don't expect too much. There isn't a huge museum or anything like that, apart from some information boards about Bruce Lee's life and his connection to Shunde. It's a nice little spot for fans, but that's about it. A quick look around and we decided, there wasn't much for us to check out anymore. So we booked a Didi and headed back to Huakai for some very late lunch. And we are back in Huakai Street in Shunde. And let me tell you about this place, which is not so much of a hidden gem because there are so many restaurants and eateries here. Just step into any one of them. We stumbled upon this little restaurant. First up, we ordered the clay pot rice with chicken, and it came with that crispy crust, guys. You will see it in the video later. The texture is everything. Perfectly golden, smoky, and the rice underneath is so fragrant. Next, we also tried the Shunde style roasted pigeon or yuga. I remember trying yuga for the first time when I first went to Hong Kong with my mom. The seasoning here is spot on, super savory, juicy, and the skin is of course crispy. And then we have the wok fried noodle with beef, of course. It came with generous slices of beef. The beef was very tender. Noodles was done just right and not very oily. So the meal was incredible, guys, and we left feeling very satisfied. Right after lunch, we made our way back to our apartment, going past Jingbang Street once again, and we grabbed some snacks until we went out again later for dinner. And dinner on our third evening here in Shunde was the very famous Sauna chicken. Check out this Sauna chicken, guys. It's tender, marinated pieces of chicken steamed with a fragrant herbal broth packed with vegetables. It smelled so delicious, and the chicken is still so juicy. and I must say the broth, next level comfort. But the real star for me were these fried corn pieces, guys. They're so perfectly seasoned. They're the sweetness of the corn plus the saltiness of the seasoning. It's a little bit spicy. Oh my goodness, I think I ate pretty much 90% of the whole plate myself. And that wraps up day 3. Remember to click like, share and subscribe. Turn the notification on because you do not want to miss a thing. And I'll see you again real soon. Take care now. Remember to be kind and be brave.
Thank you, everybody.